Coach, I think I've spent the last 3 years at this district tournament asking you very sad questions.
Yeah.
Not this
That's not
time.
the case.
We just talked about that. Yep. Yeah. It's a big. Those things are now in the past. You know, those frustrating endings and all that stuff. And this just makes up for it. It's just amazing feeling. We talk about that all the time. We've been through a tough slump some this year, in and out of some series of losses and a couple wins and a loss, and to pull this out against a very, very talented and program that's the best in this district and region year in and year out. To do that is just, I'm just so proud of these girls. I cannot thank them enough for sticking with it. These three seniors right here, that's a junior down there, but these three seniors have led this team all year long, and it could have gotten to where we're in that slump that we just didn't bounce back, but they did. And here we are playing for a championship on Thursday night and going to Diddle Arena for a chance to win the region.
Steenbergen, this always seems to be very important to you. You get pretty fired up for these games emotionally. So how does it feel to know the hope in one?
It feels amazing. Like, I feel like we've all been waiting for this for we've been here since 7th grade, and we haven't been there since. And for it to be our senior year and us to experience this all together with the family we have, it feels amazing. I still can't hear. Y'all sound like chipmunks. My eardrums are busted.
How about for the other two seniors? How's it?
I know for me personally, I watched whenever the last team got to go to region, and that's been the dream that I've always had. I've always wanted to be in that spotlight, be playing at Diddle Arena under the big lights and on the big floor, and this just is like an overwhelming feeling of I'm just so thankful for this opportunity.
There's not really words to explain just the rush of emotions, because it was scary. Because it was close all game. It was very scary, but we love that we get to go to Diddle, but there's nothing better than being able to beat Barren County.
Yeah. I love that one.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, Coach Dunn, first of all, I know you got these girls here to spotlight, but we got to ask, how's Avery? Is she physically okay?
Yeah, she's okay. I think her and Barney collided, and I don't know. Barney's nose is not in good shape. It doesn't look like. She's bleeding still right now quite a bit, but I think it looked like a tooth maybe on Avery's head up here. But she has that headband on, and there's a little gouge in her head. But it was more, it looked to me like instead of a split, it was just more like a little, like a bite almost. Not that she was bitten, I'm just saying. Something took out a little gouge, it looked to me like. And but Andy, our trainer, and Brian Carter, our assistant superintendent, also ENT trained, took care of that and said she was good to go. And she came back in and gave us great minutes and battled as all of them did. And just thankful that she and Barney, I'm hoping they're both okay. I know Avery's probably in a little better shape. Barney's, I hope her nose and everything is okay. She's a great player.
Question for Riley. Riley, second time this calendar year and season that you've hit a big shot in order to either win the game at the buzzer or put us in a position to win. Talk us through that shot tonight.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I wasn't really thinking. Because I asked Coach Dunn because he was telling me if not, I could pass it to Bean or pass it to Avery. And I kind of was like, well, if I'm open, can I shoot? And he said yes, and I was like, okay. And then all I saw was a split opportunity, and I honestly didn't know I made it for a second.
Hit the bottom of the net.
That's all that matters. I'm just grateful I got that opportunity from my teammates.
And we had to call a second time out. I was not good in the first time out trying to direct this with the personnel we had in there. We practiced this inbounds play, and we were down 2, I think. So we had Avery coming off of a screen maybe for her to turn and throw it to Avery, but they guarded that. They had a safety, but so she did the right thing. Had Bean coming in for a possible pass, and then Sarah was in the corner. And it worked out that when we got it into her, which we figured we'd get that ball in there, she hit the shot. I mean, what else can you say? And I think not thinking about it was probably why you don't think, you react and shoot. I told her yesterday in practice, you got one of the quickest releases when you catch it. Now this was not off the catch necessarily, but if your speeder set, there's nobody there, then shoot it. And she did, and she can hit it. So that was a big shot. Sarah's big free throws at the end made a huge difference, because if we foul, if she doesn't hit those and we foul, I think they were in the bonus at that time. So it could have been, those were key. And I told Aubrey to come in here, but she didn't. But Aubrey had 3 threes, big ones at different times, but she got hot there and kept us when they were up maybe 4 or 5, and she'd hit a 3. And so they all They all gave us everything and hit some, we were 9 for 20 from three. That's big, 9 for 20 from three. So we can live with that.
Just back to that shot too. Is that something that you do you dream of doing that? Do you envision it? Or is it all just, it happens in the moment? Do you picture that ahead of time, that you do that?
It was kind of just an in the moment thing. I've been blessed to have great teammates who help me and encourage me through the whole game. And as a little girl, you always imagine being having those big moments, and it's very exciting to have those opportunities.
Coach, you can't talk about the thrilling win you all just had without the elephant in the room. Obviously, it's been 8 years since you've made region. But first, you have this matchup against Warren East coming up on Thursday. What do you think is their biggest strength as a team, knowing that you've played them a couple times this season?
They're just really balanced, I think. And everybody out on the floor can drive, they can shoot, they have some size in Ray Ellen Jones. And so she's a really good player, and that length causes problems. But, they're all solid, very solid. And I know they had a tough one tonight and came back from a little bit of a deficit in that second half and ended up winning. They're not the number one seed, by luck. They've had a great year. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. We're thankful to be there, but we're going to hit the floor on Thursday night with everything we've got. And if we can play well, we feel like we'll be in a good game and have a chance to win the district and hopefully cut down our own nets.
I'm good.
Thanks.
Thank you all.
Thank you.